Hey, well, welcome back. We seem to be going on, is it hiatus? Is that what they're called?
Sabbatical.
Sabbatical.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we just keep leaving you guys. But we're back. And for the most important part of the year. Just in time. But as always, I'm Ronnie.
Ronnie. I'm Topher.
There you go. Wait, never mind.
Love
Doesn't
the
matter.
hat.
Sorry. Thanks, man. Picked this up 5 years ago. Go Syracuse. Syracuse basketball, that is.
Are we only talking professional, or are we going to talk college football as well?
Oh, I was only prepared for
No, I'm joking.
professional.
NFL is
Because
all we need. You're the college fan.
I do like college basketball. Or wow, college. I just like college in general. But anyways, not college. Like I didn't like going to classes, but I like the sports. I didn't even play in college, but I do have 4 years of eligibility that I could use somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that
There
for
you
you.
go.
But yeah, so I figured with the NFL season right around the corner, we could talk a little bit about our predictions. I know we're all in a fantasy league together, and some of us do fantasy outside of our house league. And I thought, what a better time to talk about who we think is going to make it to the Super Bowl, maybe our top 5 players in each position, and get you guys' thoughts on that.
Dang.
Yeah, we'll see. I know Steven's a Bills fan. Or Steve.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, dude.
Yeah.
Working on that. Topher and I are Vikings fans, which is a funny story of how I became one. But I'm here to stay. I sold my last Steelers jersey last week.
You came in a good year last year for that.
I think they showed up for me. I think that's what it was.
They might have. I mean, they usually... So they have a 53% playoff making the playoffs. They have the 5th best all-time winning percentage. So you know you're just going to get something every other year, basically. I've been following them since 1999, and that was a fun
Don't
start.
ditch them after this year. This is the down year. If
Yeah.
they're following their trend, it's like literally every other year.
I mean, if you guys want me to elaborate on Viking stuff, I definitely can, specifically.
I think
I
the
can
only
give
thing we
you
need to-
why that happens. It's very, it is predictable. But I don't
I
think
think
they'll
we-
be down this year. I think the
No, I don't
NFC
think so
is
either.
very open.
I
It's open,
think
for sure. Yeah.
the only thing we need to address with Minnesota is that I am the true Minnesota miracle. Anytime I watch a Minnesota team, they never lose.
That is true. You did get
They
to
never
see the
lose.
hockey team,
Yep,
and
that was fun. We won
they did
$50
good.
that night.
That was a
That
good
was
night.
fun.
That was
Um,
unexpected.
But yeah, so we'll just we'll kick it off. What do you guys want to start with? Do you guys want to start with individual players, or do you want to start with?
Well, you got your fantasy draft tonight, so
I do have my fantasy draft. I got some key players in mind that I'm going to be trying to lock up. This isn't a keeper league, which is nice. So we're all starting with a fresh slate.
That is nice. Yeah.
I got the middle spot, 10 guys. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. I never had the middle spot, so
Yeah, middle's the worst.
It is the
yeah.
worst. I get the
So-
middle every year, and my team sucks every year. So
I'm thinking I can at least get either a top running back or a top receiver. So that's the only thing I'm looking forward to. So
you'll
So
get you'll probably get like a decent. Yeah, you'll get a decent one of those, but you will not get both. And so you're gonna have like a really good running back, let's say, but then you won't get a good receiver.
yeah,
What type of scoring is it? Standard or PPR?
PPR.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, really,
I think so. That's what it was
just-
last year.
that changes everything for me. Like, not to give away my complete draft strategy, but NFL defaults to PPR. I know ESPN probably does too, and I'm sure Yahoo does. I know ESPN still has standard, but if there's not, in today's day and age, with how many running backs are usually on the team, like with the depth chart, if they're not a catching, if they're not gonna get those receiving points too, it's not as worth it with running backs.
True.
Yeah.
Wide receivers, like when we first started playing fantasy, it was just kind of like a bonus at that point, but now they kind of rule everything.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I'm going to be targeting wide receivers over running backs. I feel like, not that the running backs are wide open, But there's definitely, I feel like there's like a top tier, and then the rest are kind of like behind that, you know.
I think that's how it is. I mean, to get us right into our players discussion, like you tasked us with find the top 5 in each position, maybe outside of quarterback. I mean, it's a struggle to really put like a premier top 5 receiver. You can rank top 5, but I like compared to like 10 years ago in the NFL, like I was just talking about this with Jesse. Like 10 years ago, you could list off like 7 or 8 true number 1 wide receivers, like that are, you know, that could, if healthy and with the right people, they could have a Hall of Fame career. Today, I feel like it's maybe 4, like true number 1 receivers, maybe 4.
So who are your top 5?
Yeah, you want to go into it? Should we go? Should we count down? Should we count down or should we count up?
I mean, no particular order. I would say I could give you this. Number 1 receiver in the league today. It's debatable for me, but I would say either Jamar Chase or Justin Jefferson. And I could go either way. Hands down, I think those are the top 2. So I'm counting from 1 down, I guess. I would say those 2 set themselves apart. CeeDee Lamb and A.J. Brown would kind of follow, and you could maybe debate even number, I don't know. Yeah, I would say those are 3 and 4. And again, no particular order. I could debate it. Again, it just depends on, you know, the season or whatever. But those are your 4. I mean, number 5, unless I'm forgetting somebody, I don't have a clear number 5. And
there's definitely a drop off after 2.
I could say, like, you could put an Amon-Ra St. Brown and, like, you know.
Almond.
Yeah. Is that how you say it? Did I say it right?
No, that's how if you watch Receiver, they make fun of it because that's how they say his name is Almond. I thought it was funny, so now that's what I call him. But sorry.
Yeah, so to me, like, my top 5 are exactly the same. If I want to order them, I'm going to go Chase, Jefferson, then A.J. Brown, and then I would go St. Brown definitely with a clear cutoff after that to CeeDee Lamb at 5. So my main reasoning for that is who's throwing to them. So I think hands down Justin Jefferson's more talented than Jamar Chase? Absolutely. I think Marvin Harrison Jr. might be in that conversation too already. But who's throwing to them? Joe Burrow's throwing to Jamar Chase, and they don't really have a clear-cut 3 anymore. Their tight end situation is way down. Joe Burrow, to me, is the second most talented quarterback in the league. So AJ Brown is 3 because of the team he's on. His production went down crazy last year after Saquon.
He's reading on the sidelines, dude.
He is reading on the side, but he's amazing, and he didn't really have to play that superhero role anymore. Like he carried the Eagles before that. So
let me ask you guys this: is that who you would be targeting from a fantasy perspective?
I'm suspect on Jefferson because I don't know exactly what's going to happen.
So let me run through mine real quick, and because I was thinking of mine from a fantasy perspective, because every year I go through and I write down all 10 that I'm targeting. That way, I already know who I'm looking for. But top receivers, I got Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase. I put Puka Nacua in there because I think he's going to have a really good year. I know he's got Devontae Adams over there competing with him, but I think he's going to use that more of a, like kind of like a Cooper Kupp. Yeah, I think he's washed up, but I think he's definitely going to take some attention off of him. And then I got Allman, and after that, it's kind of a toss-up. Somebody that I have, though, written down is Malik Neighbors, just because he had so many yards last year, and he had 7 touchdowns. And he didn't have a quarterback, really. Let's be honest. I mean,
yeah, and you don't necessarily need to. Like, if you're the only weapon on the team, like, eventually you're going to get your bread.
Yeah.
But it's hard for me to put Neighbors and stuff. I think Jefferson will be fine. But also he's competing with Addison, Aaron Jones, T.J. Hawkinson. Tight ends play a big deal in this, too. So, yeah, I mean, I understand your list. And, like, that's why I can't. Fantasy projections are tough because, like, if you go look at ESPN, you'll see the Patriots defense really, really high, right? Well, if the Patriots offense can't stay on the field, it's not going to matter how good the defense is. The defense is going to get tired. So
Here's
yeah,
the
it's
thing.
just a lot of
I
things.
think everything both of you said is valid, but there are a lot of factors into how we're like. If the primary factor that you're ranking is by fantasy, it's going to be different than if it's just clear. So for example, the way I rank them is I think of not fantasy, what receiver could carry their team despite the quarterback situation. And so then now you're looking at probably more a talent based conversation. And that's why, to me, I think Jamar Chase, Jefferson, it's hard because Jefferson does have those times where he just kind of goes in a lull. But he's also proven himself with when has he ever really had an elite quarterback? Chase has definitely had an elite quarterback, so maybe you could make the argument that he hasn't proven himself in that situation. But then, like AJ Brown to me is an example of somebody who absolutely can carry the team despite a suspect quarterback situation, given his experience in Tennessee.
Yeah.
And then he came to Philadelphia his first year without Barkley, and he was a freaking monster. To your point, now he's got Barkley. They've got some other weapons.
He had Henry before, though, too.
That's true. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, but Henry was I feel like last year he had that was his most dominant year ever. That was he was a workhorse in Tennessee, but he wasn't
tough.
I don't think he got as many snaps as he did. The percentage of snap shares that he had to be way higher
Tennessee?
last year.
See, to me, Henry carried
in
the
Baltimore.
Titans to the first.
Oh,
seed.
yeah. I agree with that. Yeah, no, I mean, in Tennessee, he was their only, once AJ Brown left, even more so, he was the only person on their offense.
Maybe it's because his last season sucked with them, and I was like, this guy's done.
He was
just got
injured.
worn down.
Yeah.
He still rushed for well over 1,000. I mean, I can't remember what the number was, but even in that last year, he was.
Yeah, still up there.
Yeah, you guys bring up a good point too, because it's kind of like with basketball too. There's a finite amount of possessions, so if you have Lamar Jackson running all the time, Derrick Henry, like Henry took pressure off Lamar, but I don't know if there's enough snaps where he elevated. That team didn't go. We thought they would do the same thing the Eagles did, basically, with Saquon and AJ Brown. They were, to me, the equivalent of the Eagles in the AFC. So
Yes.
there's only, but they can't both hold the ball at the same time on the same play, unless a crazy play like the Lions would do. But there's only a certain amount of possessions each game anyway. So to see Saquon, what he did, that was just next level. I mean, to me, he should have been the MVP if they gave it to other people, but they don't. So they only give it to quarterbacks now. Adrian Peterson was the last person that was a non-quarterback to win the MVP. But they're not going to do that anymore. So he changed that team, because I don't think Jalen Hurts is anywhere near Josh Allen's talent.
No.
It's just it's one of those things. Josh Allen deserved it plenty of other years that he didn't get it, because he is the hands down best football player to me in the entire league. But different conversation.
So before we move on from receivers, I would say I got two thoughts. One, I think we all had Amon-Ra St. Brown in top 5.
And I think we all said Jamar Chase won.
We all said Jamar Chase won, but
I don't think he's going to be one this year, though. I really don't.
Oh, I think he will. I think he's going to be. I think
T. Higgins is going to be healthy.
Yeah, but Chase is the clear number 1 on that team, and Burrow's coming back fully healthy. I think, barring no injuries, right? I mean, that's always the case, but I think he's going to have a better year than Jefferson, because Jefferson doesn't have fantasy-wise. I mean, I think they'll be close at the end of the year anyway. But fantasy-wise, it's going to be. I would give the edge to Chase because of the quarterback situation, the offense. Even with Higgins there, Chase gets the ball. Jefferson gets the ball, and he is the clear number 1 there. But their quarterback situation is so. I mean, it's up.
He doesn't score touchdowns anyway. He's more of a. He does score touchdowns, but he's down the field, and he doesn't actually have down the field speed, which is interesting. Right. I think he'll have more touchdowns this year than he's ever had, and I think he'll have a lot less yards. But
Yeah.
I mean, in Minnesota, all you have to do is be mediocre. I mean, because Sam Darnold, we'll see, he won't have nearly the same year. They have a ton of offensive weapons, so it's just going to be dependent on when Addison gets back, and because Addison could be a number one on a lot of people's teams too. So like, he's so overlooked.
That's true. Now, wait, going back though, Amon-Ra St. Brown, we all had him in top 5. Why do we say he's a top 5 over somebody like Mike Evans? And
Mike Evans is old.
Is that the only reason though? Because that man produces every single year, and he's a receiver that I would say he's probably past his prime for sure.
I mean,
he
they
can
have a
carry the team.
similar. They have. You guys know I love Baker Mayfield. He has a similar setup to Jamar Chase though, because he's got Chris Godwin, who's not going to be back until like the 4th, 5th game of the season. They got that new receiver, Ibaka or whatever his name is. Yeah. He's filthy. They got McMillan, who just broke his neck. And then they have Bucky Irvin, who is pretty much all they do is do screen passes to him. I mean, he's a good running back, but that's what he just dumps off to him. So he's competing with 4 other people. I kept him in our league because I feel like he's still going to have another 1,000-yard season, but I just don't know how much he's going to produce. I don't know. Towards the end of the season, he was hurt with the hamstring, and But
I would say for me with St. Brown, it's partial eye test. It's leading the NFL in yards after catching too. He has kind of that like dog mentality, that aggressive. Like he just makes plays happen that are insane.
Yeah.
So you think he is actually skilled? It's not just a product of the system.
Oh yeah, definitely not. No, he's
I
skilled. Where I think
so too.
Williams and Reynolds and other people on that team are. It's a part of the system why they look good. Yeah. I think a great example is going to be we'll see how Deebo Samuel does in Washington. I think he's a product of the system.
Oh yeah.
I don't know, man.
I
didn't even have him.
Who's Cooper Kupp? I think so too. I really
not even looking at him this year. Him or him.
I think Puka is a debatable thing. We'll see what happens.
System guy.
They're just like anything from Shanahan or Sean McVay, Kevin O'Connell, system stuff. Jefferson was there before and he was a talent, but you can see like, you know, it's definitely the system.
What about Tyreek Hill? Didn't even talk about him.
I don't even have him in my top 10.
Yeah, I don't trust the quarterback situation either to stay healthy. I don't know. It's tough, man. I mean, I think that everyone in that division is going to get rolled, so we'll see what happens.
I agree with you. I've never really been big on Tyreek Hill. I know, and fantasy-wise, he's had some monster years, but I just feel like I don't know. I've never thought that much. Diggs, same kind of thing. I think he's washed.
I think that
he's a good system example too of becoming an elite receiver. So, like, he was in a bad system in Minnesota and he was really good, but he became elite when he went with Josh Allen. But he never really had that like first round, like, well, he wasn't first round. What was he? 6th round pick. That first round talent to be a top 3 receiver like that. I don't see. I wanted to see him stay healthy in Houston to see what happened.
True.
But I don't care how good. Like, I do think Drake May does have a lot of talent. So I do think there's some promise for that team, but there's no way. You know, I don't think Diggs is moving the needle for him.
I don't think so either. I don't even have Tyreek Hill wasn't even on my radar, honestly, just because I think the reason why I don't think he's not in my top 10 either is because if Tua gets hurt, it's so hard for somebody to come into that system because it's so complicated.
Yeah.
And we saw that last year. Like, it's just he's not going to produce. Like,
that coach overthinks himself. I mean, they're all finesse.
He looks like a Cuban cocaine dealer. If I'm being honest with you.
One sleeper candidate, I would not say top 5. I mean, I didn't. could be a potential future top 5, maybe, is the Broncos receiver. For some reason, he's slipping my name, or his name is slipping me right now.
Sutton?
Yes, yeah. He could be a potential, like, in a couple years, maybe,
quarterback
if
dependent,
Bo Nix,
probably, right?
Yeah,
People
Bo Nix
love
continues-
Caleb Williams too. I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh,
I don't know
God,
why people
I
are so
can't-
high
Oh,
on
I
him.
hate Caleb Williams.
I can't talk.
I know. I'm sorry. Well, let's from there. I think you guys want to go into QBs after that.
Sure. I think
Two QBs.
You can't have a wide receiver without a QB.
I
You know
think,
what I'm saying?
I think this one's pretty straightforward. But we'll
Um,
see.
I think. I mean, I'll go through my top 5.
Are we going off fantasy or just like what we actually think?
I was thinking more of a fantasy route just because I'm drafting later. But I think that the top quarterbacks are also
They correlate.
It's probably
they pretty much
close with
correlate.
how the style of offenses nowadays.
yeah. But you got to have Josh Allen in there. I mean, if all of us don't say
In there.
Josh Allen, you know, I don't know.
I wouldn't even
you know.
think to not keep. And years
Yeah.
ago, when you're in a keeper league and you're keeping a quarterback, you look like an idiot. And
Yeah.
today,
But now,
if they're scoring touchdowns and if like they're their whole offense, all the better. I mean, I hope Buffalo doesn't have any receivers. He'll still score. He'll find a way
Yeah.
to score 30 points. It won't matter.
Lamar. Gotta
Okay.
have Lamar. Then
Is
I
your
got
number 2?
yeah.
Okay.
This is
Number-
where fantasy makes a difference, though. Because I would
Oh
say,
yeah, definitely. If we're talking fantasy, I'm 100% on.
yeah,
I agree with you.
Yeah.
I agree, yeah, same.
After that, I got Joe Burrow,
Okay.
and then I got Baker, and then I got Jalen.
Wait, what? Okay, wait. I got to remember. you talking
Fantasy
about
though, fantasy. That I was just thinking from it strictly from a fantascy perspective.
Okay, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I don't know.
I didn't.
if
You're right because
agree
I
with
didn't come
that,
at it
though.
from fantasy.
But I'm telling you
I
what,
got-
I'm not putting Pat Mahomes up there, man. He's not even in the top 10, dude. I can't
For
stand him.
fantasy, I agree with you. I agree. Fantasy. Well, I don't know about top 10. For fantasy, he did not have a good year last year. But okay, so crazy.
No, he's probably like number 8, number 9.
yeah.
from a
Why don't you
fantasy
go ahead?
perspective.
I don't know if I agree with you guys on that. I would say okay. So yeah, Josh Allen, clear cut number 1. Lamar Jackson number 2. Fantasy. There's no question with his yards, his running, his scoring himself, and now he's got actual weapons in Baltimore.
Sure.
Number 3.
Baltimore's always had weapons. Let me tell you something.
I will go Joe Burrow, number 3. And number 4, I am going to go Pat Mahomes. I think there's just too many. They're going to be too good still. I can't see it. He had a little bit of a down year, but I
It's
don't
2
know.
years in a row, man.
Yeah, I don't know.
He hasn't even thrown 30 touchdowns. He even come
was
close.
it how down was his production?
Let me-
It
let
was
me see.
down. I'm with you on the fantasy argument. I mean, for sure.
I just don't think he's good, dude. I can't stand him.
He's the second best quarterback.
Maybe it's because of my bias. He's
Yeah,
not the
no.
second best.
So
He is the second best quarterback.
Who did
I'm
you think-
not
who
talking
was number-
fantasy.
I
He's-
feel like
he's won 3
I know.
Super Bowls.
I know.
yeah, no.
This is not
He's
even
just-
like a
he's
question.
just terrible, though. I just don't like him, dude.
Who's number 5 for you? I didn't, or did I miss it?
So what did I say? Mahomes was 4,
Yeah.
5 for fantasy. Oh man, I think I'm gonna stay all in the AFC.
Really?
Jeez, that's tough. I can't think of who the 5th guy would be. Who
I
would
mean-
you guys put as 5th? Who did you put as 5?
So
I put Hurts
yeah.
behind.
Yeah,
Baker.
I guess NFC. Well, yeah, because he does run. I know it's tough to see by the eye test. You don't see it, but yeah, okay. I think Hurts is a fair 5 for.
I think that's a
fantasy.
fair 5 for sure. I mean, here's the thing.
But man,
I-
it's a
I'm just
drop
curious
off.
where you guys got Baker from a fantasy perspective.
Fantasy
Fantasy-
perspective. He's like 7 or 8 for me. I'd say.
Wow, that's crazy.
fantasy, he might be a little higher for me on that. I mean,
He
you
do
could.
a lot of fantasy. So he had a lot more points. You're saying than Pat Mahomes.
Dude,
in
41
fantasy.
touchdowns last year. Yeah, I had Pat Mahomes and him on my team. I think he had 4 rushing touchdowns.
Yeah.
Stacked, dude. I tell
For
you what,
fantasy, I'm
thinking
with
about.
you. Baker passes the test there. I mean, I didn't come at it from fantasy originally, so my list is going to be slightly off. I think the thing with quarterbacks is you have a category of Josh Allen and Pat Mahomes, and they are number 1 and 2. You could make the argument, 1 or 2 for either. I personally am Allen all the way for number 1, just because I think he does things that nobody else does. But you can make the argument Mahomes does that too. So I would say, and obviously Mahomes clearly edges out in terms of the resume. So 1 and 2, Allen, Mahomes, you could debate.
It's funny because if you take away the championships, though, where would Pat Mahomes be?
Yeah, but you can't take away the championship.
But then where would Josh Allen be? He doesn't have any championships at all.
You could say who?
Josh Allen doesn't have any championships at all. So if it weighs more for Pat Mahomes, why is Josh Allen still up there then? Josh Allen should be number 3 then.
After
well,
who?
no. Yeah, I mean, I guess what you're saying.
I think from an efficiency perspective, Lamar is up there too. I mean, Lamar is super efficient with what he does.
Okay, Lamar. I've battled people on Lamar forever. I do not think he's an elite quarterback. I don't. Is he a great athlete? Absolutely. And can he? Is he a good quarterback? Yes. But he is not an elite thrower of the football. It is proven every year in the postseason. Every year. When you have to step up and be clutch in the postseason, or at that time of year, you have to be a quarterback. He cannot. And so, is he top 5 in today's day and age where there's not a lot of elite quarterbacks? Sure. But I would say it's Allen, Mahomes, then Burrow. And you could make the argument, if Burrow goes off and wins a Super Bowl, he's obviously gotten farther than Allen. I mean, he's up there too. Like, I'd say the category is those 3, then a pretty significant drop-off. And within the 3, you could say, like, Allen and Mahomes, then Burrow, a drop-off. But then after that, then you can go Jackson. But Jalen Hurts is up there, too. I mean, you could edge out Jackson from Hurts, maybe. But Hurts has a Super Bowl. So it's like, you could make the argument there. I think that's your top 5. After that, it's so hard.
Wait, so you really don't put Mahomes as, like, a top 5 actual quarterback besides outside of fantasy?
Me?
Ron.
Oh, yeah. No, he's probably number 5. I mean, he's got to
so
be. He's in the top 5.
Stats last year. So,
but I guess
I don't get where the Mahomes So Mahomes averaged 19.4 fantasy points per game. Baker Mayfield 22.5. And even experts like Matthew Berry, depending on where it was ranked, sometimes had him as 17.27 points per game.
Mahomes or Baker?
Baker.
Yeah.
So I don't see the significant fantasy drop off for that. And then factoring in the other argument, I mean, that's only 3 points over a season does make a difference. So if he is scoring 22 points and Mahomes is only getting to 19, that will add up.
I wonder if that's average from just all the games, or if there's a couple games in there that are just like pulling the average up. Because I had both of them on my team last year.
It's total points, so it's 310. Because that's a fair question. So
because from somebody that had both of those guys on my team, I sat Mahomes every week.
I could see. Well, yeah, it could be that. It could be like Mahomes had like a 40-point game every once in a while, but. So that could make a difference because you're going head-to-head scoring in most leagues. But it wouldn't be enough for me to pull him out of the top 5, I guess. Especially knowing you got to be on a good team, too. And the good thing is Baker is on a good team. Baker's on an average team in a bad division. And that's going to help him immensely in fantasy.
Yes. Yep. But I think that's why I have him higher.
That's fair. Yeah, no, I definitely see why you guys put him higher.
And I don't know. I don't know. Mahomes has got to fall off eventually, right? I mean, come on.
That's what they said about Brady, though.
And to Ron's argument about I can see I can see switching the two. Like, I'm not going to make the case for it because I'm going off of probably mostly like without Allen, that team can't do anything. I think with Mahomes off the team, they would still be a playoff team. They would just be they wouldn't win anything farther than that. But the Chiefs made the playoffs or won the division 3 years before too, and consecutively have won the division. Is it 8 years in a row now?
I think it might be more.
It might be more than that.
Maybe it might be like 9 or 10. I can't remember. Yeah. No, I'm with you. I mean, anyone could argue with me that Mahomes could be 1 and Allen be 2. I'm with that because again, the resume does matter. I mean, and in the postseason, even when they've gone head to head, I think Allen's been at the top of his game. But when Mahomes is at the top of his game, I mean, they've won every time. So I'm with you. I think Allen is different because he does so many different things that you don't like. There's how many games have you watched where they say, the stat comes up like Allen is the only quarterback in NFL history to do what he just did. Yeah. So it's like there's a lot of that, and I think that's what would that's why I could make the argument he's number 1.
Do you think it's safe to say that he's a better athlete? Am I too far fetched to say that?
Than Mahomes?
Yeah.
I think he is. I think athletic wise, it's close though. I mean, Mahomes does do things that no one's ever done.
Yeah.
I just think we view Allen so highly because without him, I don't know what you guys would be doing every year.
No, they might be a borderline playoff team the past years when the division was weaker, but without Allen now, I mean, I don't even know if they necessarily win the division.
Probably, yeah. I mean, it's debatable.
Now that their defense is getting older, like that. Yeah, I don't know.
I'd say Mahomes is a better, like, if you think traditional quarterback throwing the football, I think Mahomes is probably better. If you say all-around quarterback, I think you give that edge to Allen because of what he can do running the football and just physically taking over a game. Like, you don't really see the Kansas City Chiefs rely on Mahomes physically like the Bills do Allen, where like sometimes in the fourth quarter they literally just say Allen go win the game and he's like running over people like it's like you don't see other quarterbacks do that.
He's a definition of if you want something done right, do it yourself type of thing.
To me, Allen has never like been the reason they've lost to the Chiefs. The only game I put Allen on in the playoffs was the Cincinnati game.
Oh yeah.
To me, I would say Allen did not perform up to what he needed to do.
Agree.
The other Chiefs games, like that's just like who had the ball last.
Exactly.
It's incredible. Like
Sorry.
No, that's okay.
Got ADD, dude.
No, this is
from
great.
A QB sleeper perspective from fantasy. If you guys had to say maybe somebody that would shock somebody this year, do you guys think of anybody?
Matthew Stafford. I think the Rams, if he stays healthy, I think the Rams are actually going to be really, really good.
Yeah, what's going on with
I think they'll win the division. When the back stuff started coming up, I'm like second guessing it, but I had the Rams and the Eagles right there at the end in the NFC.
You know who else has back issues right now? Mike. Should we phone him in, dude, and get his opinion?
We always get back.
I didn't know where that was going at first. No, that's okay. He'll get too heated.
Okay. All right. What about you, Steve? You think of anybody off the top of your head?
Like a sleeper?
Yeah. Like just somebody you think is going to do well that maybe we didn't talk about that's not in the top 5 that could make an impact.
I mean, I think the young guys, there is a good group of, like, young quarterbacks. I think, I don't know if year 2 they'll accelerate, but, Jaden Daniels, Bo Nix, Drake May, I don't want to say a prediction on them yet because it's like, I think there's one of two options. They either go the CJ Stroud route where they kind of disappoint, or they go the Joe Burrow route where they just continue accelerating. I mean, it's hard to say, but I think there's a lot of potential in the league. Stafford is interesting. I was thinking about him, but it's hard to argue against it. He's old. Like it's tough with him.
He's old. You're just old. Yeah, he is old. They have a good team. They really.
He always produces, so I'm with you. Jared Goff. Jesse always brings him up. It's tough with him because he does produce. I think he's a system guy, but fantasy-wise, he's probably reliable.
Yeah. There's so much that goes into it. I mean, Detroit has the toughest schedule in the league. They have a gauntlet.
True.
They're regressing. They lost both coordinators. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I think
I'd
Bo
put
Nix,
the Packers over them.
Yeah. I forgot about Jordan Love. Yeah.
I don't know though.
There's a
I
lot
don't
of
know.
NFC quarterbacks that are really close because, like, you can even say, like, again with Darnold last year, like if McCarthy just he could be a sleeper by they just are a really good team. You just don't know.
Honestly, dude, the guy's super nice, dude. He gave some kid his hat the other day. I saw that, dude, and I was just like, you
McCarthy,
know what? Yeah, I was
he's
like, you
got a
know what,
great
dude?
defense. I'll give him that.
This guy,
We'll
he's
see
gonna be
how.
fine. Just throw the ball to Jefferson, throw the ball to Hawkinson. Just move the ball down the field. We'll be fine.
You have Hawkinson, Addison, Jefferson. I hope you can move the ball, right? Aaron Jones.
I would hope so. He didn't throw a lot in college, but I think he'll be fine.
Yeah, but that's overrated
Um,
anyways.
But
Running backs?
yeah, let's do running back. Somebody want to
This
list
is-
off their top five?
This is a tough one. Running
This
back.
is-
Chris,
tough
you go
one.
first, dude.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Steve already went first.
Saquon Barkley, Derrick Henry, James Cook, 1, 2, 3, and then this is a good one. Who's the guy in
Jonathan Taylor.
Green Bay again?
Josh Jacobs, Jingleheimer Schmidt.
Jacobs, Jonathan Taylor.
I'm glad you said Jonathan Taylor.
Forgot about Taylor.
I mean, he is a beast. I have felt sick about his career the last couple of years and how good he was his rookie year, how great he was in Wisconsin. I mean, I'll never forget because I'm also a Gophers fan. I mean, he absolutely single-handedly won a game against the Gophers when they were ranked in the top 10 that year in 2019. So that sucked. Yeah, he's good, and I think now, what else do they have in Indianapolis? I don't know. I can't speak much on the Colts, but
They got Danny Dimes, dude.
I mean, I have not seen a lot of people single-handedly beat the Bills the last 5 years, and Jonathan Taylor did that too. So
He did. Yeah.
yeah, he's really good.
Wait, so who'd you say again? Sorry.
Saquon Barkley, Derrick Henry, James Cook, Josh Jacobs, and Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah.
There's a big drop off after 2, and I
mean,
think
yeah,
Cook
it's-
is in his own tier because I really do think he can be that good. I worry about he's on the exact same path of his brother. It's amazing with the contract and everything. He looks exactly like how he did, but Cook does deserve it. It's tough to rank that stuff against like the cap and how like the salary cap works. It's fine for the Bills this year, so that contract though after next year is going to really suck for them. So it's just they don't pay running backs anymore. But I think he's elite enough to take pressure off Josh Allen. That was the whole idea from the beginning. Because we've always talked about this, Steven. Like Josh cannot be putting his body on the line all the time, especially in big games. Unfortunately, he had to before. So hopefully, it will continue on the path that James Cook's been on, which is he's elite.
Yeah. Yeah. Wait, did you have Derrick Henry in your top 5?
2.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I missed it. All right. I'd say. Oh, yeah. Go ahead. Yeah, you
You
do.
want me to go? No, you go ahead.
No, you should.
Okay. I got Jonathan Taylor. I got to put him in there because I kept
At
him on
1?
my team. At 1. I think he's
Okay.
going to have a better year this year. I wasn't really thinking about James Cook because I just feel like when I think of, I don't know. I think Josh Allen takes a lot of his touchdowns away. So again, I was thinking from more of a
He actually
fantasy
had like
perspective.
16
but
or 17 touchdowns last year.
imagine if Josh Allen wasn't on the team.
Yeah.
Um,
That's a lot for a running back, though. I mean, that's like.
I got Derrick Henry. So what's that? 3?
Mm-hmm.
Saquon, and then I had Bijan.
Yeah, I worry.
He's on a
about
bad
Bijan.
team.
Yeah, I think Bijan's a great pick. That's a fair top 5.
Jamar Gibbs, I was thinking about too. He does have David Montgomery, but I feel like
And that's why
Gibbs
I can't
is
put
dirty.
people like that. Yeah, Gibbs is really
Gibbs
good.
is dirty.
Montgomery had more touchdowns.
yeah.
Gibbs gets all the yards, and then Montgomery goes in there and scores the touchdown.
Yeah.
and it's like, what the hell?
But yeah. What do you think, Steve?
Definitely Barkley, although I do think he's going to have a drop-off year.
I think so too.
I mean, you just can't like go back-to-back years the way he did. You've seen him with so many other examples, but he's still up there for sure. Derrick Henry, I mean, he is getting old, but I will say, I think he couldn't be on a more perfect team for him in his stage
Go
of his
preserve
career.
him.
Yeah, so I think he's gonna have a great year. He's a phenomenal running back. I really struggle with running backs. I mean, James Cook, yeah, he's a great running back, but they have 3 backs this year, and they're gonna use the other 2 more than they did last year. Obviously, Allen. So it's tough with Cook. I think he's up there though. And then Robinson's good. I struggle with him because he's on a bad team. So you never really know. But I feel like I'm forgetting someone.
What about?
Jonathan Taylor. I mean, again, bad team, but he's good. So it's.
What about Miami's running back?
It's not Achane anymore. Who was it?
No, Achane. Yeah.
It is. Okay.
Yeah, I thought about him today too.
Yeah, I can see that
goes out
working
too?
out a
Feed the
little
ball
bit
to him.
more because I don't think they're a dumpster fire. I think they're a fine
No.
team. I think they're actually poorly coached. I think that's
Yeah.
the main thing, along with their injuries.
Cocaine cowboy down there coaching him.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could say that on a podcast and not get
You did, anyways.
twice now.
Running backs are tough, though.
they
Most
are.
teams have two-headed monsters now, 2-tier. I can't put McCaffrey anywhere in there. He's so
yeah.
disappointing.
He's
And the system, he was always great, but the system put him on a whole nother level. Yeah, it's tough. I don't know.
Yeah.
Who's the Rams running back?
Isn't it Kyron Williams?
Yep.
He's decent.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm targeting him. If I don't get any of the ones I mentioned, Josh Jacobs, I have like 7. Kyron Williams, Chase Brown, and then Bucky Irvin. Like if I have to take a
Bucky
running
Irving's
back.
actually pretty good.
Because he'll score touchdowns because he won't run a lot because they dump the screen off to him. And then I think an interesting pick is going to see how Ashton Jennings does in
I was gonna say
the Raiders because he's got Pete Carroll and I feel like
They'll
Pete
run.
Carroll
He's
loves to run the ball.
the rookie.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I
so
know
that's my
he was on
interesting
a lot of
sleeper pick.
boards.
Yeah, we'll see. I got Jonathan Taylor in ours though, so hopefully he has a good year.
Yeah, he will. He'll have a better year as long as he stays healthy. He'll be better. Like even if it's
Yeah.
on a bad team. I mean,
Do you guys want to talk about tight ends, or do you guys just want to go into?
I'd say I might be on borrowed
Predictions.
time here, so maybe let's at least do Super Bowl picks.
okay.
All
Yeah,
right.
that's okay. Sorry.
No, you got to do what you got to do, man.
Go ahead with your.
You want me to go ahead?
Who-
Well, let's
whoever.
Steve go. Let Steve go.
Um,
Walk us through it.
Super
Take
Bowl
us-
picks.
my
I'd say
hand.
I'm biased, right? Obviously, my Buffalo Bills. It's always the Bills' year, right? But if I really got to be like completely non-biased, I'd say the most dangerous team in the AFC, hands down, is Baltimore. They are the most complete team. I was listening to a podcast. I can't remember who said it. Oh, it was John Gruden. He was talking. He was on Barstool, and he was saying, like, they asked him, like, how do you evaluate the preseason? Like, is anything worth it? You look at the scores, you look at the games, and he's like, no, it's all a bunch of crap. But what you can do is you can go around and you can visit the training camps, and you can get a feel for the teams that are good just by how they operate. And he's like, and I mean, this is one person's example, but I'd say he's a good example because he's been around for a long time in the league. And he was saying, you go to a place like Baltimore, go to a place like Detroit. I know the Lions have lost, some coaching staff, but you go to places like that, and they stand out as teams that are just coached well. They are complete. They do things differently. Kansas City's another one. I mean, it's why they're there every year. Like, they stand out. Their practices are different. And who cares what they do in a preseason game? But, like, you can just tell the teams that stand out. So, anyway, Baltimore's probably the best Super Bowl pick in the AFC. Again, I think Buffalo, if everyone's healthy, they can compete and beat any team in the league except the Chiefs because they go up against the Chiefs every year, and there's just like this thing. They can beat the Chiefs, but it's like this mental thing I think that holds them back. So until they do it, it is tough to pick the Bills. So I'd say Baltimore, and then in the NFC, I wouldn't be surprised if Philadelphia runs it back. It's hard for me to pick another team. I mean, maybe Detroit, but I agree they're probably going to regress a bit this year. I don't know. Give me another team, I guess, other than the Eagles.
Oh, my pick's different, so.
Yeah. All right, Chris, who do you got? Or you want me to go?
I'll go, and then you
Okay.
can go.
Right. I'll shake the smoke.
So I don't pick teams that have never done it before because I refuse to do that. And, I could think that they get to a NFC or AFC championship, not a problem. But I think the Chiefs are going to make it through the AFC. I think Baltimore is going to be good, but they can't get through the Bills, and I don't really believe they'll get through the Chiefs either. Cincinnati's interesting, but I think the Bills are so much better. I think it will be the Bills-Chiefs again in the AFC, and I think the Chiefs will make it through to the Super Bowl. NFC's interesting because there's two teams in the West that I think are going to be a lot better than people think, and that's the 49ers and the Rams. I think the Rams are going to be very, very good and very shocking to everybody with how good they'll be. But I can't trust that Matthew Stafford's going to stay healthy. And I am going to pick Green Bay. Is going to win the division, be the 2 seed, and beat the Eagles in the NFC Championship. I think the Chiefs win the Super Bowl and beat the Packers.
Packers. I was kind of thinking them. That would be a team that I could see it. Yeah, it's a good pick.
I do think you'll get 3 NFC North teams in the playoffs. I do think the Vikings will make it again.
I think so. I think we'll wiggle our way in.
Their defense is going to be pretty clearly top 5 and pretty disgusting. It's just a matter of if you're, it's just who's throwing the ball.
Do you believe? And are you watching it with Mike? You know what I'm saying?
They got all the pieces. They had a joke of a team that won 14 games last year, and it's just they just added a lot more, and they lost all the Cousins salary cap. That's the key to the NFL.
For me, AFC, I would like to see the Bills go, but do I think they have it? I think they're running out of time, to be honest. They're running out of time. Like if they don't do it this year, next year, I don't know if they're going to get there with Josh Allen. But I think the Bengals might do it. I think they'll shock us. I could see them playing the Bills and just doing some funny stuff, you know what I'm saying, and then pulling out the game. And then obviously I think Baltimore too. So I think, Chris, I'm like right on board with you, except for with the Cincinnati pick. Who'd you say? The Chiefs? And then
I did say the Chiefs.
Steve said Baltimore. I really don't. I don't know. I don't know if the Chiefs can do it again. I think they can. I think Andy Reid, he's got a mustache. So, game respects game. You know what I'm saying? But NFC.
Wait, who's your AFC pick? Sorry.
Oh, Cincinnati.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that's fair.
NFC. I don't think it's going to be the Eagles. I don't think they'll repeat. I don't think they're going to go. I just don't. I honestly, I don't think, and I think a lot of it's going to be because Saquon's not going to be able to have the year he had last year because he's realistically not possible. I mean, they ran the freaking. It's like they ran the wheels off of him. It's pretty wide open though.
It's very wide.
It is. Yeah. It is. It's tough. I you know what? I'm gonna say, dude. I think Baker's going to the Super Bowl, dude, and I'll tell you why.
Good Lord.
I'll tell you why. No. Listen, I think they're gonna finish like 11-6. They're gonna finish like 11-6. They're gonna make it. They should have beat Washington. They already beat the Eagles. They beat Detroit. They beat all these teams in the past. Baker's 30 years old. He's running out of time. My boy's running out of time. This is it. It's go time. And I think they could do it.
Super Bowl?
Nah. Nah. But I think they make it.
Yeah, I think the AFC's clearly stronger again. I think it's like a 4-year trend now. Although last year it was flipping a lot. I mean, there was a lot of NFC teams with high winning percentage. But
you know what would be crazy?
I just think the quarterbacks are better.
Is Mahomes and Baker Super Bowl because they both played at Texas Tech, and then Baker left before Mahomes came in. and then they played each other in that shootout in college. It was pretty crazy. They both threw for like 600 yards. It was nuts.
I agree with you that Tampa Bay will go 11-6, and I think they will get washed in the first round by like a wild team.
Yeah, that could happen too. That very well could happen.
And I think it could be the Vikings, Detroit, even the 49ers. You know,
what would be tough is if I had to choose who to root for, the Vikings or Baker.
That'd be tough for you.
No, I would root for the
NFC
Vikings.
I totally agree. NFC is wide open. I think the difference is like AFC is very top heavy, and the NFC is a wider field of actual competitors. I mean, Washington did it. The Rams are always there. Like Packers, I think it's a good pick. Like the only reason I struggle with the Bengals is their defense is absolutely atrocious. They didn't really do a lot to improve it. The offensive line is atrocious. They didn't do anything to improve that. So outside of Burrow, Chase, and Higgins, who will get you to they should get you to the postseason and maybe win a game. It's hard for me to pick them. I will say, too, Buffalo's window. I agree with you halfway, Ron. I think Sean McDermott's time is closing. I think as long as Allen's the quarterback, they will always have a window. But if McDermott gets fired,
I don't think their window ever goes away with Allen.
You really think so? I mean, how can he do that year over year over year over year?
Oh no,
how can he do that?
It's about health at a certain point.
He's married now, so he ain't out chasing. He ain't out chasing the girlies around. You got that?
I don't know. I think kind of it's very similar to the Mahomes thing with me. Like I don't know. And Burrow, I really don't. I don't see how the window goes away completely.
I don't think the window ever goes away with Allen. I do think, though, McDermott's window is closing in the fact that they are truly a team that's Super Bowl or bust. And at some point, the organization is going to have to decide, do you want to keep satisfying for a playoff loss or do we need to make a change? And I think that is a reality. But any coach could come in with Allen and the window's still there. So I think there's that. But
what if I was the coach?
I can't disagree with you either, Topher, on the Chiefs. I mean, they're there every year, and until somebody knocks them off, it's hard to pick against.
I almost just have to see it. I think I have to see them not win the division, although they could do it on the road as well, as we've all seen.
They did it on the road, yeah.
But, I don't know. Like, the Raiders and I don't believe in Herbert at all, and I don't believe in the Chargers, so I don't see. Someone's got to knock them out of the division before I start to rethink the Chiefs.
And I think the Broncos are I think they're going to continue to trend up, but they're not. It's so tough, and that's what I mean. Like the AFC, it's top heavy. It's going to be really tough to get past Buffalo, Kansas City, Baltimore. The Bengals are probably the one team that could do it. I mean, no one's talking about the Steelers, so I don't know what that's going to look like. I think they're going to be the same exact team they are every year.
Dude, I'll tell you what, man.
I do think the Steelers are good, but
I'll tell you what.
You need a quarterback.
I think they make it to the playoffs, but I don't think it's going to be. I don't think it's going to be Aaron Rodgers. I think it's going to be Mason Rudolph, and I think DK Metcalf is going to be a very good wide receiver this year.
Yeah,
I you know what? That's a good sleeper on. I did forget about him as for receivers. I don't.
Dude, that team is stacked, especially if they get Scary Terry. I thought they signed him, but if they get Scary Terry, they're stacked, dude.
The Steelers.
That team is stacked.
They're like. To me, they're very similar to like a Rams.
They're stacked.
Yeah. I don't know. They've been 9
Rodgers, dude, with little Tom Brady action, dude. I don't know, man. It'd be wild.
I think the Ravens have the best roster in the AFC, and I think the Bills have the second best.
I'm changing my pick, dude. It's going to be Pittsburgh Vikings Super Bowl.
I would puke.
That's happened already.
Yeah.
We've already seen that one. Vikings Chiefs, Vikings Steelers, Vikings Dolphins.
Chris, we should try to get tickets to Ireland or wherever we're playing.
Yeah, I love how the fact they get 2 Europe games back to back.
It's so funny every year.
Sarah agrees with me with the Bucks and Chiefs. Or
no way.
No, she doesn't. No, she said Eagles Bills.
That's fair. That was my pick last year though, so I'm not picking that again.
Yeah. Yeah.
I had to stop picking teams that haven't done it because like I believed so much that the Bills would do it really the last 3 years
Every year,
just-
yeah, and that's
it's that same
It's a
thing.
shame that they can't get past Kansas City because they can beat that team. They beat them every year in the regular season. It's like just like a mental thing.
Wait, Steven, who'd you pick?
My pick was
Eagles and who?
I said the Ravens, and I think
Ooh, the Battles of
I
Birds.
really do agree with Chris on the fact that it's hard. You can't pick a team that hasn't done it, and he's right on that. Baltimore, they really do come up flat every year in the postseason. So maybe I got to change my
Lamar
pick.
can't beat Josh. There's no way. Even no matter what my friend says.
Like honestly, Ron, I would pick the Bengals over the Ravens. I mean, even though the Bengals are a less complete team, it's just when you look at completeness, Baltimore should be the pick to go to the Super Bowl hands down because I think they're so complete. So maybe I'll gamble on them. I'll go with the Ravens, but it's not a fully confident pick because they've come up short every year.
How about the Bills being favored in every single game?
I know that's hard to hear.
Who do you guys play first game of the season?
Ravens.
We play the Ravens.
You guys are losing.
I
You
think
guys
they're
lose
losing the
every
first.
year.
I think they're losing to the Ravens too. And if I'm going off my heart of like, not off my heart, if I'm going off of like better, like who I actually think the best team is, I don't think the Bills will lose again until next season. I think they'll lose the first game, and then I think
I could see
they'll
that.
win the Super Bowl, and then they'll go undefeated like 8-0 next year, and then finally lose to some random team. That's how good I think they are. I just can't pick them. It's the same
Yeah.
reason like if McCarthy was a proven product, and the Vikings like keep the same roster and they're really good, I'm still not going to pick them.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say?
We kind of went around the ring in the AFC. I picked Baltimore, you picked the Chiefs, and you picked the Bengals. I mean,
Those are three
Yeah.
really safe picks.
that's a shame that none of us.
Dude, I guarantee the three of us, the teams we pick won't even be in it, dude. How much you want to bet? It'll be some random team this year. It'll be like the Patriots out of nowhere or something.
I could
stupid
see
like
that
It'll
happening
be
in
the Chiefs.
NFC.
I promise you.
I could see that happening in the NFC. So who do we picked? The Bucks definitely won't be there. The Eagles and the Packers.
Dude, hang on. Can I just give me the floor for 1 minute and let me just explain to you how the NFL could write this up to make it the perfect story for Baker versus Mahomes.
That never works.
The
that
Texas Tech, the two-time walk-on versus the guy he ran away from at Texas Tech. They got to play each other again. Baker beat him in college, and Mahomes wants revenge. You know, and that's how they're going to play it, dude, and then they'll win.
Yeah. So we got Packers, Bucks, Eagles. I could definitely see in the NFC you get another team in there.
I can't
mean,
wait till Carolina wipes the floor with the Bucks in one of the games, and no one's expecting it.
Wow. I'm going to go to the one in December here to go see my boy play
Who are you going with?
by
Where's
myself,
my
dude.
invite? Oh.
Wait, what you're seeing? What are you seeing?
Baker plays Carolina
Oh, nice. Yeah. Why didn't you become a Bucks fan?
because I only like Baker. I don't like the Bucks. I just like Baker. Like I like following him
I would
around.
take Baker on the Vikings right now. I think
I-
they would be
there was
easily
talks
a
of
12
us
to
signing
14
him.
win team with Baker.
You kidding me?
Easily. If
That would've
Sam
just made
Darnold
my
can do
day.
it and Kirk Cousins can do it, anyone can do it.
I tell you what, I don't know, man. But I just like Baker.
I know you do. Yeah.
When he retires, I don't know what I'll do.
I think he is the most overrated quarterback I think I've ever seen. I just no, he's good. He's just not great in any capacity.
No. Yeah.
I think he's entertaining.
He's entertaining for sure.
Fair.
but He's not
And
he's not a good quarterback.
I think he's better than JJ McCarthy right now.
There's a reason he got cut from
Well, they're an kind of an idiotic organization.
not the
I
Browns.
think.
Well, Carolina kind of, but like
I mean, he was
there's a
great in
reason-
that Rams game.
There's a reason he bounced around. I'm not saying like I think he's
What
gotten
he's
better.
what he's done with that team though, in the resurgence, even in a bad division, is
He's a-
impressive.
You could
It's a
make the argument to
resurgence
me
career.
that he's a top 10 quarterback. In today's day and age, there's not a lot of top quarterbacks.
tell you what, man.
10
last
years ago, 10 years ago, he's lucky if he's top 20. I mean, and that's just the nature of the game today. There's just not a lot of good quarterbacks. Like,
yeah.
I mean, so you could make the argument to me, he's
I
probably.
want to see him
top
with a
10.
better running back and a younger receiver.
Yeah.
We're getting that this year. Well, Bucky's coming back, but they got that one. What's his name? Ibata or Ibanka or whatever. I might pick him up because Chris Godwin's going to be out for fantasy purposes.
What I like about Baker is his charisma and his energy.
Yeah.
And I think that's what carries him to any sort of significant wins. But that has been one of the worst divisions, I think, since the NFC West division in the early 2010s.
Oh, no, I agree. The division is terrible. The division is terrible. I think they broke even last year.
I mean,
and
with
they won the
Atlanta's
division.
talent alone last year, they should have.
Oh,
They should have won that. They should have won that
we can
division
end
like
this.
no problem.
Yeah, no. Well, we'll find out. When I'm right, we'll come back to this podcast. We'll watch
Yeah.
the clip. We'll run it back. We'll
That'd
post
be
it. We'll
hilarious.
get a bunch of fans because they'll be
They'll
like, "Wow, these guys know what they're
win-
talking about,"
They'll win
or just the
8
one guy
games,
does.
maybe.
Wow, that's crazy.
I don't see it. I don't know. I just never. See
Dude, I'm telling you right now. I know the NFL, man. I saw the script.
That's,
Hey, listen, if it happens, man, like that'd be awesome. I'd be happy for you. I really would. But
that would
I'd
be
be-
the. You should put money on it because what are the odds? Seriously, that they even make the Super Bowl / the playoffs.
It's plus 1,200 right now. So really, there's other people out there that think that they're making it to the Super Bowl.
They could be looking at the NFC's.
I think it's just wide open.
It's very wide open.
Yeah.
Detroit wins
But-
8 games. Final pick right there.
Well, those are our predictions and our thoughts. And thanks for joining us.
yeah, this is awesome.
I wouldn't take any advice from any of us when you're drafting your fantasy team.
No, I wouldn't.
Yeah, definitely not.
Have a good
All
one.
right. Have a good night.
Whenever you're ready.